Hi, it's Phil Thatch, and we are still at Disney World, hanging out at Saratoga Springs. Today we did not wake up and go to a theme park at absolute opening time or earlier than opening time like we've been doing most of the week. Today we woke up and had breakfast at the restaurant here at Saratoga Springs, and then we went to the swimming pool and did the water slide and just had a good old time hanging out with my sisters. And now they have left and we are going to catch a bus and go to Epcot. We've got reservations at a restaurant called Teppan Edo, I'm not sure how to pronounce E-D-O, there at Epcot. So that's going to be delicious. It's a hibachi restaurant in the Japan Pavilion. So we're going to do that and just kind of hang around probably all the way till closing time tonight. So come along with us. We'll see what we can get into. It took forever for the bus to come, and then 2 Epcot buses came at exactly the same time. We are at Epcot, and they parked us a long way from the park, which is fine. We can do a little walking, Heather can do a little rolling. We're here, you know, and we got a dinner reservation in Japan at 7, but we're hungry. It's lunchtime, so we're gonna try to find a light lunch, maybe in the Mexico Pavilion, and then get on with our day. Well, we have made it to Epcot Actual, and I want to show you this new fountain. They used to have a fountain a lot like this years ago, and they took it out and they put a bunch of other stuff in. But the new fountain, it looks like the old fountain, is back, and it's really cool. I want to maybe try to stop here tonight after dark and see what it looks like. But there it is, really pretty. And of course there is SpaceShip Earth right there, 200 feet tall, $199. And now we're walking under SpaceShip Earth, which is kind of fun to see it up there above my head as I have the camera pointing pretty much straight up, and I'm looking down at it as I walk. It's kind of windy and rainy, but we've already actually done everything there, all the rides at this park, so we've got no pressure. We're just going to hang around and eat and enjoy a leisurely evening at the theme park. But they still have this water play area on, and there were some people jumping around in it a minute ago. You can see the water occasionally squirts in various spots. Kind of fun. With all the construction here at Epcot, there's a lot of these walls of bushes. Hello, bushes. A lot of walls until they get everything squared away. They're in these, the planters have rollers under them so they can roll them around wherever they need them. And even though they're unattractive, they're kind of attractive. This place is refreshingly not busy. Hollywood Studios was way too busy, and Magic Kingdom was really, really busy, but it can handle more people. But man, Epcot, because it's in a state of flux because they're doing so much construction and changing so much stuff. But it's really great to be here because it's basically, almost nobody here. It's really cool. It'll probably seem busier this evening when the fireworks are doing their thing because everybody will be lined up around the gate. There's basically a fence, an attractive fence, but there's basically a fence that goes all the way around the World Showcase Lagoon. And, that's about the only good place to see the fireworks is if you're basically on the front row. So it gets kind of crowded. Where Magic Kingdom, you can be basically any place on Main Street and they look good. Here you need to be any place on the front row all the way around the World Showcase Lagoon, which is over there. Well, our destination was the Mexico Pavilion, and now that we are entering the Mexico Pavilion, we're seeing our first crowds. Apparently everybody had the same idea as us. The restaurant where we were going to try to get a snack at is pretty much packed. So that's how that goes. Well, the dining area at the restaurant at the Mexico Pavilion, what's the restaurant called?
La Cantina de San Angel.
That. Completely packed, but we went back to the Epcot experience, which is this building that's probably been here since 1982. It's halfway between Test Track and the Mexico Pavilion, and it has a large dining area, which is never full. Even when we were here the other day and it was just pouring rain and people were standing outside this building under the eave, the dining room was completely empty, or virtually completely empty. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, more than 10 tables empty. So we just walked over here to eat our food. I got the pollo cascabel and the girls both got nachos. So hopefully it's good, we'll see. Lunch was fantastic. And now we are heading over to Future World, where we're going to ride Journey Through the Imagination with Figment, which is something we never ride. But today we're going to ride it because we've already done everything else this trip, basically. There's some Food and Wine Festival advertisements.
That was not there when we were here Sunday.
Is that right? So
Yeah.
they put it up in 2 days. That's wild. Has it been more than 2 days? 3 days. An example of some of the beautiful gardens and landscaping of Epcot. Okay, so this is the building for Journey into the Imagination with Figment. And this area over here, the upstairs area, is where the DVC member lounge is that we visited the other day. But there's also a ride here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is Figment.
Oh, there he is.
Today's theme, how to capture your imagination, with Dr. Nigel Channing.
Welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie coochie coo, and taste. Tastes like chicken. It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've come.
We're going to the Land Pavilion. It's awesome here. I guess we're probably going to do Soarin'. While we were there in the Land Pavilion, I made one street photography photo of this family as they were up on the balcony in the upper level of the Land Pavilion and waving at some family friends down below. I thought it turned out pretty nice. We hung out here in the Land Pavilion for a little while, rode Soarin', I had a beer, and the Soarin' glitched. The screen had a big black chevron-shaped thing in front of it, and then they fixed it for like one frame, and then the correct frame for one frame was on the screen for a while, and then they finally fixed it about halfway through. So that was fun. I've never seen Soarin' glitch like that before. I've seen it have particles in front of the projector that had shown up on the screen, but never anything like that before. So that was different. And now I think Casey's wandered off to get Starbucks, and Heather and I are going to go to the seas and see if we can see the manatee that they have here. We love to see the manatee. All right, now we're showing up at the seas with Nemo and friends. Hello, how are y'all? And this is the same, this has the same aquarium as the one we could see from the Coral Reef restaurant. We'll be looking at it from the other side now. We were going to go, we usually go in through the outdoor and just see the manatee that are at the end in a separate tank, but it's basically walk on, so we're going to do it the regular way. All right, Heather and I are in a shell, and we are about to go and see the aquarium. It's funny, they took us to park her scooter, and they took us in the place where we normally go to when we go in backwards. And my voice echoes in here.
Yeah.
Nemo, jumping out the thing!
Oh, don't worry. Just keep your eyes open for him along the way.
Nemo! Wherever you are!
Oh, let's go explore, explore, explore.
That was a lot of fun. We enjoyed that, even though the manatee was only out for a couple minutes. And Casey went and got Starbucks while we were doing that. But she came in here. You came in through the exit door?
Yeah.
Ah.
Can I sit with you?
Now we are going to ride, again, SpaceShip Earth. We really like it. It's what Epcot used to be before it was what it's becoming, if that makes any sense. We enjoyed SpaceShip Earth, as we often do. While we were on the SpaceShip Earth attraction, I tried to make photographs at 50 millimeters and f1.8. I started out at really slow shutter speeds, but the attraction is constantly moving, so it took 1/100th to get some photographs that didn't have motion blur. And really, I only had 2 photographs that I was happy with at all, so those are the only 2 that I'm sharing with you now. This is a famous wall called the Bubblegum Wall. People have their picture made there and put it on Instagram. But the ride actually travels all the way to the top of that geodesic sphere, spiraling around the inside, and then you turn around backwards and slowly come down. It's pretty cool. We've left Future World and we're now at the World Showcase. We've gone through Canada and now we're in Great Britain, and we're making our way to Japan, and we passed by some food and wine festival signage that wasn't here when we were here 2 or 3 days ago. And it turns out that the Epcot Food and Wine Festival starts tomorrow. So that'll be a big day here at Epcot. And it may have something to do with the reason why the crowds have been so small the 2 days that we have been at Epcot, because the big festival starts tomorrow, and a lot of times people like to come for the big festival. So anyway, maybe that's why the crowds are small right now at Epcot, or maybe it's because it's halfway torn to pieces with construction, but we like the small crowds. We do, we do, we do. Let's keep walking to Japan. All right, we're here at this awesome store in the Japan Pavilion. It has all sorts of stuff. I was kind of hoping it would have cameras, because the best ones of those are made in Japan, it would seem. But I don't see any of that. I'm seeing all sorts of t-shirts. And if you go into the Tokyo Pop section, that is where the girls go crazy. What's the name of the store? Mitsukoshi store, operating 12 to 7. Ooh, and it's about 7, so we got to get out of here and go eat here in a minute. But we have to go see the Pikachu and Nintendo section because it's really awesome. Pikachu, how you doing? Very cool. And there is that Yoshi?
Yes, Yoshi egg.
Yeah, turn it where you can see. Yoshi?
That's not Yoshi.
It's not Yoshi?
No, it's a mushroom.
Oh, this is Yoshi.
That's the Yoshi egg. Yeah.
Bowser shell.
Bowser shell, very cool. Show me the thing that takes you to, oh, here's this.
Yeah,
You bounce into that to get some coins, very cool. And there's the, what would you call that?
The bullet. I could be wrong though.
I think it's upside, no, it's right.
Or rocket or something.
Maybe it's this way. Yeah, that's the right way.
Oh, there's so many of the cube things.
Yeah. Anyway, this place is awesome. But now it's time for us to go eat. I think they're about to close down. Since 1673. But this particular location can't be any older than 1982. All right, this is where we are eating. It's a hibachi restaurant at the Japanese Pavilion. All right, so we are waiting to be seated. I went down to the restroom, which gives me the chance to walk by all the dining rooms on the way back and make a quick video clip This place is rocking and rolling. Each one of these rooms has 4 tables in it, and we are excited to be sitting at one soon here at Teppan Edo. Chopsticks and hand wipes that are branded, whoops, that are branded from the same as the store downstairs. The grill looks nice. The hood services 2 tables, which is kind of neat. And are you excited? What you gonna get?
Filet.
I'm gonna get the filet. What are you getting?
The steak and shrimp.
Whoa. This is gonna be expensive. Kieran. Here's the ginger salad. It's okay. Not great, but okay. The dressing's kind of sweet. I like it. So you like it, the salad, huh?
Yeah. I really like ginger dressing. So it's really good. I like peaches, the ginger peach salad. So
Cool. Hello. Hello. How are you?
remember that when I've done everything in that
Magic carpet. Pasta.
Those are very good. I like both of them.
And butter. Butter.
Please. Thank you.
Everything better with butter.
Woohoo!
Japanese ketchup.
Japanese ketchup. Thank you.
Need a more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you. Great job. How was yours? Oh, it's great.
I'll get you guys more Coke straight over here. Anything else I can help you with at the moment?
Everything was outstanding. Thank you. How was yours?
It was really, really good.
It was, I mean, we eat this sort of dining pretty regularly back home, but that was just outstanding. Outstanding. Really good. What'd you think of yours, Miss Heather?
It's fantastic. Anybody who tells you that that is just like a hibachi restaurant back home is wrong.
Unless you have a really especially great hibachi restaurant back home. Man, those noodles were fantastic. And the filet was much better than we're used to back home. Everything was really, really good. And the service and the show, it was all outstanding.
You want to try my shrimp? A little white shrimp. Really,
Shrimp. That's good too. All right, time to head on out of Teppan Edo here at Epcot. Super fantastic experience. We had a great time. The food was excellent, and I think we'll be coming back here again in the future because I loved it and the girls loved it. And if everybody loves it, why not come back? So let's go see what else we can see at Epcot. After eating here in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot, I made a photograph of this And I attempted to make a photograph of my favorite composition, which is this with SpaceShip Earth in the middle of it, but I could not get the people out of the way. So the shot I'm going to show you will have people in the way. And I also tried to do a panorama at 1/30th of a second, which may or may not come out. So let's look at those. This photograph actually came out better than I thought it was going to come out there that night. I really like that there's one couple on the left-hand side of the frame making a selfie and another couple towards the middle making a selfie. I wish the rest of the people weren't in it, but those two couples kind of add to the photo, I thought. And this is a 10-shot panorama. This is looking slightly to the left of the previous photograph, and I really like the way it turned out. It's 1/30th of a second handheld, so there is a little motion blur if you look really close. And then this is still in the Japan Pavilion, looking away from the water as opposed to towards it like the last two photographs were. So Epcot closes tonight at 10 o'clock. And, you know, at 10 o'clock when the park closes, that's when the fireworks start. And we stayed, and actually we live streamed the fireworks the other night when we were here. But tonight, we're probably going to just go on home because tomorrow is Animal Kingdom Day, and Animal Kingdom is my favorite park as far as photography is concerned in Walt Disney World. I'm pretty excited because I have my 100 to 500 Canon lens and my R6 with me. So I'm going to do some photography with that tomorrow at Animal Kingdom. So make sure and stay tuned for the next video. Walking through Italy now. Really beautiful. I've been fooling around with some long exposures here. I'm in, where am I at? I'm in China, and I'm looking over at Italy and the America Pavilion, and I'm using the 24 to 105, a little less than 70 millimeters, f10, 30 seconds, 3-stop neutral density. Ooh. Anyway, if any of these long exposures come out, I'll show them to you. This is a 19-shot panorama that I made, handheld at 1/80th of a second, lots of ISO, 3200 ISO, and you can see the Italy Pavilion, and directly in the middle is the USA Pavilion, and over towards the right is the Morocco Pavilion. This shot is a single image that I had on a small handheld tripod that was on top of a garbage can or something like that. 8-second shot, f11, with the Italy Pavilion on the left and the USA Pavilion there on the right. You'll never guess where I am. Did you guess? Okay, you probably guessed. Walking underneath SpaceShip Earth. And I showed you the fountain earlier. It's like plexiglass. I've heard somebody call them obelisks, but that's not what they are. But anyway, because they're plexiglass, I don't think they're real glass. They will hold light. Look, doesn't that look awesome? Whoop whoop, I like it. That's pretty awesome. All right, now I got to get to work. I made a few shots from right here using the 24 to 105. Really beautiful. I made several photographs of SpaceShip Earth there looking at the new fountain, and the one when the plexiglass or whatever they're made out of devices were lit up in plain white light was my favorite. Whatever that thing is keeps changing colors. I made some when it was blue and some when it was clear. Now it's turning orange, but we have got to go because tomorrow is a big day for us. It's Animal Kingdom Day, and it's almost 10 o'clock now, and Animal Kingdom opens tomorrow at 8, so that's pretty early, and we will try to be at the bus stop at 6:15, which means we need to get up really early, and I'm going to take the 100 to 500, so make sure and tune in to the next video, and I hope you like this one. We appreciate you joining us today at Epcot. Thanks a bunch. As always, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great day, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Look, there's the monorail station, which currently the Epcot monorail is not running. Hopefully they'll get that up and running soon. I've already said bye about 100 times, but Bye-bye. See you soon. All right, our bus is here right as we're showing up. Doesn't look like a big line, so we are getting on the first bus. I love it. That's nice. Welcome home, Saratoga Springs.